Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Slow English Channel, the place where English feels warm and real. I'm Emily, and I'm so happy you're here today.
And I'm Paul. Thank you for joining us again. I hope you're hungry because today's episode might make your stomach growl.
Oh, yes, it might. Today, we're talking about one of my favorite topics, food and drinks.
That's right. We'll talk about our favorite meals, how they taste, and the feelings they bring.
Because food isn't just food, right? It's memories, comfort, love, and sometimes adventure.
Exactly. So, wherever you are, maybe you're eating breakfast or sipping coffee, join us for this delicious English conversation.
And before we start, don't forget to click like and subscribe if you enjoy learning English with us. And tell us in the comments, what's your favorite food?
All right, let's begin with something simple. Emily, what's your favorite food?
Mmm, that's always a hard question. But if I have to choose, I'll say pancakes. Soft, warm, a little sweet. They remind me of peaceful mornings.
Ah, pancakes. Good choice. So, what's special about them?
I love the smell of butter melting, the sound of a pan sizzling, and the way maple syrup slides slowly on top. It feels like home.
Wow, you just made me hungry. My favorite food is probably spaghetti bolognese. Simple, but full of flavor. I could eat it every day.
I knew you'd say that. So tell me, what do you love about it?
It's the combination the sauce, the cheese, the warmth. It's comforting. And every time I eat it, I think of my family dinners when I was a kid.
That's beautiful. You know, food connects people in such a deep way. Even one bite can bring back a memory.
True. And when we describe food in English, we often use words like crispy, juicy, or creamy. They help us paint a picture.
Yes, let's share a few. Crunchy, like toast or fried chicken. Smooth, like yogurt or soup.
And spicy, when it burns your tongue a little, like curry or chili.
Exactly. You can also say savory for foods that aren't sweet, like pizza or noodles.
Let's give a quick example for everyone. I'll start. This pizza is so cheesy and crispy.
Nice. And I'll say, this ice cream is creamy and sweet. Friends, you can try too. Describe your favorite food using two adjectives.
Yes, say it out loud now. My favorite food is, and then add your adjectives. Go on. We'll wait a second.
Great job. Speaking aloud helps your brain connect English words faster.
All right, Emily, now let's move from breakfast to lunchtime.
Perfect. Picture this. It's noon. The sun is high. You're meeting a friend for lunch at a small cafe.
You open the menu and see so many choices. Sandwiches, salads, pasta, maybe sushi. What do you order?
I'd go for a grilled chicken salad with lemon dressing. Light but delicious.
You're healthy as always. I'd probably choose a burger. Big, juicy, and full of flavor.
That's so you. Okay, let's teach a few phrases you can use when talking about your food.
Sure, you can say, this tastes amazing, or it's really delicious.
Or if you don't like something, say, it's too salty. Or, it's a bit spicy for me.
Yes. Let's repeat these together, friends. Ready? This tastes amazing.
Now, it's too salty.
Good job. Keep practicing. Simple phrases like these help you sound natural when eating out or talking about food.
Speaking of eating out, Paul, do you remember that time we went to the street market in Bangkok?
Ah, yes. I'll never forget the smell of fresh noodles and grilled meat and that mango sticky rice. Wow.
So sweet, so soft. The best part was how everyone smiled while cooking. It felt like a celebration.
You know what I realized that day? Food tastes better when we share it.
That's true. Eating together connects hearts. Even simple food feels special when shared.
Okay, quick vocabulary spotlight. The phrase tastes better means something is more delicious or enjoyable than before.
Yes. Example. This soup tastes better with fresh herbs. Simple, right?
Exactly. And you can use smells like too. For example, it smells like home.
Beautiful phrase. Smell and taste are so emotional.
All right, let's give everyone a mini practice. Think about your favorite lunch. Say, my favorite lunch is, and describe it.
Yes, like this. My favorite lunch is fried rice. It's warm, colorful, and delicious.
Now your turn. Say it out loud.
Very nice. Keep it simple and speak from your heart. English grows faster when it's connected to your real life.
You know, Emily, food really shows who we are. Some people love adventure. They try new dishes. Others find comfort in the same meal every day.
Yes, and both are okay. What matters is enjoying the moment.
Speaking of moments, dinner is coming soon.
Ah, yes. Evening. Soft lights, quiet music, maybe a favorite drink in your hand. But we'll talk about that right after this short break. We were just talking about lunch, and now the day is turning into evening. The sky is orange, the lights are coming on, and it's time for something relaxing. Maybe your favorite drink.
My favorite part of the day. For me, it's a cup of hot tea. Nothing fancy, just simple black tea. But that first sip always feels like peace.
I can feel that. The warmth, the steam, the quiet. For me, it's coffee. Always coffee. Morning, afternoon, or even at night if I'm editing our podcast.
I knew it. You and your coffee. So, how would you describe it?
Let's teach a few words for describing drinks. Strong, sweet, bitter, refreshing. My coffee is strong and a little bitter, but it wakes me up and gives me focus.
That's good. For my tea, I'd say it's warm and calming. It helps me slow down after a busy day.
Friends, think about your favorite drink. How would you describe it? Say it out loud now. My favorite drink is, and then add 2 words.
Like this. My favorite drink is lemonade. It's cold and refreshing.
Perfect. Now you try. Maybe it's juice, milk tea, or coconut water. Don't worry about grammar. Just speak.
Because every time you speak, even one sentence, your brain learns faster.
Exactly. All right, Paul. What's your favorite time to enjoy your drink?
For me, it's sunset. I sit on my balcony, listen to the city sounds, and drink tea. That quiet moment feels like a small reward after the day.
That sounds lovely. I love my morning coffee more than anything. The smell fills the kitchen, the sunlight touches the table. It feels like a soft beginning.
You're painting a picture again, Emily. I can almost smell the coffee.
Maybe that's why we love talking about food and drinks. They bring feelings.
Yes, they do. And in English, we often talk about when and where we enjoy things. For example, I drink coffee in the morning, or I eat noodles after work.
Good point. Let's teach that pattern. Repeat after us. I eat in the morning.
I drink at night.
I like to have on weekends.
Nice job. These small phrases make your English sound natural.
So, Paul, when you travel, do you try local food and drinks?
Always. That's my rule. You learn about people through their food. In Japan, I tried matcha tea. In Vietnam, iced coffee. In Italy, espresso. Each one had its own story.
I love that. Each one had its own story. Food tells us who we are, what we love, and what we remember.
Speaking of memories, do you have a food that reminds you of your childhood?
Oh, yes. My grandmother's soup. Simple vegetable soup, but full of love. The smell filled the house, and we'd all sit together at the table.
That's beautiful. For me, it's homemade bread. My dad baked it every Sunday. The sound of the crust cracking, the warmth of the kitchen, I can still feel it.
Moments like those stay with us forever. That's why food isn't just about taste, it's about emotion.
Exactly. And when we talk about emotions in English, we can use words like reminds me of, or makes me feel, or brings back memories.
Yes, for example, this soup reminds me of my childhood, or this drink makes me feel relaxed.
Friends, let's practice together. Think of a food that reminds you of something special. Say, this reminds me of...
Maybe this cake reminds me of my birthday, or this coffee reminds me of my best friend.
Nice job. Speaking is the best way to make English part of your life.
You know, Paul, when I was studying abroad, I missed my favorite foods so much. Sometimes I'd cook them just to feel closer to home.
I understand that feeling. When you're far away, even one familiar taste feels like a hug.
Yes, and that's why learning to talk about food in English is powerful. You can share your culture, your stories, and your heart.
Well said, Emily. English is not only grammar and vocabulary, it's connection.
Let's do a quick vocabulary spotlight.
Good idea. First, the word refreshing. It means something that makes you feel fresh, cool, or new, like a cold drink on a hot day.
Next, savory. It means salty or full of flavor, not sweet, like soup, pasta, or meat dishes.
And reminds. When something brings a memory back. For example, this smell reminds me of summer.
Beautiful. Friends, remember, when you describe your favorite food, don't just say good or nice. Use feeling words.
Yes, like soft, crunchy, spicy, sweet, or fresh. They make your English sound alive.
Speaking of alive, what about when food brings energy, like a strong cup of coffee or spicy noodles?
Ah, yes. You can say, it wakes me up, or it gives me energy. Simple, but perfect for daily life.
All right, everyone, take a deep breath and think. What food gives you energy? Say it out loud.
Maybe it's chocolate, or soup, or even fruit. Whatever it is, remember it, because that's your real English, connected to your real story.
That's so true. And in the next part, we'll talk about something special, the memories and feelings behind our favorite foods.
The kind that make your heart warm, not just your stomach full.
Stay with us. We'll continue after a short pause. We've talked about favorite foods, drinks, and daily habits. Now let's go deeper into the stories and emotions behind them.
Yes, because every favorite food has a memory hiding inside it. Sometimes we don't even realize it until that first bite takes us back.
Exactly. It's evening now. The city lights are glowing, and the sound of gentle rain is falling outside. Perfect time to talk about warm food and warm memories.
Oh, I love rainy evenings. For me, it's the best time to eat something cozy, like soup or noodles.
Same here. When I hear the rain, I always think of my mom's kitchen. She'd make chicken soup, and we'd sit near the window watching the raindrops.
That sounds so peaceful. I remember something similar. My family used to make hot chocolate on cold days. Just the smell of it brings back that feeling of comfort.
You know, Paul, it's amazing how smell and taste can bring memories so clearly. It's like time travel.
True. That's why food is more than just something we eat. It's part of who we are.
Let's teach a few ways to express this in English. You can say, "This food reminds me of," or "This makes me think of."
Or even, this takes me back to, when you feel nostalgic about something.
For example, "This soup takes me back to my childhood."
Nice. Friends, try it now. Think of a food from your past and say, this, poak, takes me back to, poaka.
Yes, maybe it's your grandma's cake or your dad's favorite dish. Say it out loud. Don't worry about being perfect.
When you speak with emotion, English becomes easier because your heart remembers before your brain does.
That's so true. Language is emotion, not just words.
Emily, can I tell you something funny?
Of course.
When I first moved abroad, I missed my country's food so much that I tried to cook it myself. But I used the wrong sauce, burned everything, and set off the fire alarm.
Oh no. That sounds like me when I tried to make sushi. My rice was too wet and my rolls looked like a disaster.
See, we all make mistakes in cooking and in learning English, but that's how we grow.
Exactly. Whether it's food or language, practice makes progress, not perfection.
And sometimes the mistakes become funny memories. That's what makes learning fun.
Let's add a small mindset tip here. Every time you learn a new word, think of it as trying a new flavor. You may not like it at first, but soon it becomes part of your taste.
I love that. English is like a big buffet, full of words to taste.
Yes, and when you keep trying, you discover new favorites.
All right, time for a quick mini practice. Let's repeat some emotional food phrases.
Ready? This food reminds me of my family.
Now, this drink makes me feel calm.
And this meal takes me back to my childhood.
Perfect. Repeat them a few times. Feel the rhythm, not just the meaning.
And if you can, write one of your sentences in the comments. We'd love to read about your memories.
Yes, sharing helps you remember better. When you write in English, you're telling your own story.
Speaking of stories, do you have one more food memory, Paul?
Yes. I remember eating mangoes under a big tree during summer. The juice ran down my hands and the air smelled like sunshine. It was pure happiness.
That's beautiful. For me, it's strawberry cake. My best friend and I always shared one on our birthdays. Sweet, soft, and full of laughter.
It's amazing how food connects people, even years later.
Yes. And when you talk about it in English, it's not just practice, it's sharing a piece of your heart.
That's what we want everyone to remember. English is not only a language, it's a bridge between hearts.
Let's do one more vocabulary spotlight before we move to our final part.
Sure. The word nostalgic. It means feeling happy and a little sad when you think of the past.
Example, I feel nostalgic when I smell my grandma's cooking.
Next word, comfort food. It means food that makes you feel safe and happy, especially when you're tired or sad.
Example, chocolate is my comfort food.
And one more, flavor. It means the taste of something. For example, this soup has a rich flavor.
Perfect. Now, friends, take a deep breath and think, what's your comfort food? Say it out loud.
Maybe noodles, ice cream, soup, or rice. Whatever it is, it's part of who you are.
Beautifully said, Paul. In the next part, we'll bring everything together, the flavors, the memories, and the feelings, to remind you why learning through daily life makes English natural and fun.
Stay with us for the last part. It's going to be warm, cozy, and full of heart.
Welcome back, everyone. The rain has stopped, and the night feels quiet now. The kitchen lights are soft, and maybe you can still smell your favorite dinner. It's the perfect time to slow down and think about what we've learned today.
Yes, we've talked about our favorite foods, drinks, and those beautiful memories that live inside every bite. And more than that, we learned how to share those feelings in English.
Because language isn't only about grammar, it's about people, moments, and emotions. When you say, "This reminds me of home," you're not just speaking English, you're opening your heart.
Exactly. And every word you speak connects you to others. Even a simple sentence like, "My favorite food is rice," can start a warm conversation with someone new.
That's so true. You don't need perfect words to connect, just honest ones.
All right, let's do a little review. Emily, what's the first phrase we taught today?
Let me think. Ah, yes, this tastes amazing. You can use it anywhere, at a cafe, a party, or when you're trying something new.
Good one. And we also practiced, it's too salty, it's refreshing, and it reminds me of.
Right. Each phrase is like a small ingredient in your English recipe.
I like that, an English recipe.
So, let's mix everything we learned today into one short practice. Friends, repeat after us.
My favorite food is, and add two adjectives.
Now, it tastes. Say something like sweet, spicy, or crispy.
Next, I like to eat it when, morning, afternoon, or evening.
And finally, it reminds me of someone or someplace special.
Beautiful. You've just told a full story in English.
And you didn't even need difficult grammar, just real words from real life.
That's what learning English should feel like, simple, human, and full of meaning.
You know, Paul, when we talk about food, we're also talking about gratitude. We remember the people who cooked for us, the moments we shared, and the love behind it all.
Yes, gratitude makes every meal and every learning moment taste better.
So, dear listeners, next time you eat or drink something you love, take a moment. Feel the warmth, the smell, the taste, and maybe say one English sentence about it.
Yes, say it quietly to yourself. This tastes amazing. Or, this reminds me of home. One sentence a day is enough.
Because learning a language isn't about doing everything fast. It's about doing small things every day with love and curiosity.
Exactly. Just like cooking, a good meal takes time, and so does good English.
Before we finish, let's do one more vocabulary spotlight to help you remember today's key words.
First word is refreshing. Something that makes you feel cool and fresh, like lemonade on a hot day.
Second word is savory. Food that's salty or rich in taste, not sweet.
Third word is nostalgic. The warm and emotional feeling when you remember good times from the past.
And finally, comfort food. The food that makes you feel happy and safe.
Great. Now you can describe food not only by taste, but by feeling too.
That's what makes English powerful. When you speak with emotion, people feel it.
Yes. And to everyone listening, even if you remember just one phrase from today, you're already improving.
Keep going little by little. Speak when you eat, think in English when you cook, and smile when you make mistakes.
Because every mistake means you're learning. Every new word is another flavor in your English journey.
Exactly. And remember, one English sentence today brings you closer to the confident speaker you'll be tomorrow.
Before we say goodbye, we'd love to hear from you. Comment below and tell us, what's your favorite food or drink and why do you love it?
Yes, share your story. We'll read your comments and maybe feature some of them in our next episode.
And don't forget to click like and subscribe. It really helps us continue making these warm, simple English stories for you.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to Slow English channel. More cozy, fun English conversations are coming your way.
And remember, learning English is like cooking. The best flavor comes from patience, practice, and love.
Thank you for spending this time with us. Until next time, keep speaking, keep smiling, and keep growing.
See you soon, everyone. And maybe don't listen to this episode on an empty stomach.
That's true. Take care, friends.